My racist soon-to-be sister-in-law made me her maid of honor so that I would pay for everything. She got caught by my brother and she lied when he confronted her. So he called off the wedding. My brother is about to marry Heather, a Sith Lord of a woman, powerful, manipulative, and ugly underneath their masks. I introduced them to each other and every day I wish I hadn't. They dated in secret for a year after they met, and my brother isn't the type to hide a girl from people, so I know it was Heather who convinced him to do it. Another year later, she proposed to my brother at my birthday party. He had no idea it was happening, and my whole day was ruined. When I asked her why she proposed on my day, she said it was because they met at my last birthday party, so she just knew she had to get engaged then. I was angry that she did that, and even though I didn't want my brother to marry her, I had to be happy for him. Especially since he asked me to be his best woman because he and I have always been incredibly close. Heather didn't agree with his decision and said it was ridiculous. Obviously I should be her maid of honor since we're friends, I'm a female, and women go on the bride's side. The moment became awkward, so I felt like I had to step in and compromise for them. I told them I am happy to stand for them on either side because it's about them as a couple, and whatever they wanted worked. I regretted those words as soon as they came out of my mouth. She was far more trouble than she was worth. Heather assumed the maid of honor was also the wedding planner, point of contact to the bride, free makeup artist, and pays for the bridesmaid dresses and the bachelorette party. I committed to doing the makeup for free since I modeled in my 20s and know how to do this with some expertise. I also helped plan the wedding with her and my brother, but could not financially pay for everybody's dresses and the party. So, I offered to do one and she picked the dresses, the more expensive, and I paid for them without complaint. She had all the bridesmaids except for me pay for the whole bachelorette trip, even those who weren't going, but blasted me in the group chat about it. She apologized for the cost of the trip by saying, "Ops not financially contributing," which led to the girls asking me how and why I ended up not paying anything. I simply told them I paid for their dresses and some understood why I didn't also pay for the party, but others were mad I didn't pay for both. Then, I remembered that my brother makes a crap ton of money, so I asked him why he wasn't helping pay for stuff at the wedding. He immediately looked confused and asked what I meant. I realized I effed up in that moment because I had overstepped. He said Heather insisted she pay for her half of the wedding and they pay other things together like the cake and venue, to say to her haters she's not marrying him for his money. I said that I had practically paid for everything though. He said he would have a talk with her and that was that. Heather contacted me the next day and I was nervous about answering because I thought she was going to yell at me. Instead, she told me I needed to host a planning party with the bridesmaids. I did what she asked and it was us trying to fix everything and drinking lots of wine. After a while, one of the girls asked if she could change her hair color to red since her own wedding is coming up and she got a long waitlisted spot with a salon. She said that she would want the same shade of red as my hair since it complemented my skin tone. Heather chuckled a bit at that, and I kind of looked at her like what? She said that it was fine and she's no bridezilla, but she would prefer only one of us looked that tacky. I felt hurt as Heather knew me before I went red years ago, and back then she told me how great I looked and that I glowed and now I'm tacky? I asked her if she meant it that way. She shrugged and said, "It's about the people, not how good they look." The other girls were all telling her to stop being mean to me and that she was treating me horribly right now. Part of me thought she was saying all of this because my brother had talked to her about the money thing, and she was finally taking it out on me. Heather just said, "Oh my God, calm down, I didn't mean anything wrong. I won't let Op ruin my wedding entirely. It's really okay. We all are going to start looking different in our 30s. She might as well have spit in my face and called me every slur in the book. I said that Heather's the one who's always giving me compliments on how I still look young and like I did when I did fashion modeling. She scoffed, "You can't do runway now and you know it." At this point I flat out asked her if she had something to say to me. She said that since I had been so sensitive about her asking me to do things for her wedding she didn't want to bring it up, but she wanted me to change my look back to when you were so pretty like when we met. That meant going back to my natural light brown hair, losing weight, I am 5 feet 7 inches and 120 pounds, and wearing shapewear to fit in a smaller dress. Then she said, "Look at these lovely ladies. It would mean a lot to me if you all could shine up there, but you're ruining my aesthetic." I told her that was hurtful and I liked how I look now, to which she claimed that was the problem. I had lots of body issues trying for that dream in my 20s and skipped meals, drank too much and worse, and hated my body. Now I do have curves and I love them. I offered to wear a wig for the wedding if my hair color was an issue, but she thought that was even worse than my red twists. To keep from everyone watching me get upset, I made an excuse to go to the kitchen, and Heather joined me just minutes later to tell me, "Hey, you know I love you no matter how you look, babe," and I just shot back, "But I look tacky?" She thought I was taking things too personally. Because it's not a big deal and we were all going to age badly. The wedding is this summer and I am kicking myself for being sensitive. This is seriously messing with my head. Now, I can't even dream of standing up in front of everyone we all know in a bright dress the way I am, but a part of me thinks I am letting her under my skin and should not worry about how I look. I don't want to be the maid of honor regardless though, and I want to step down.